Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of White Plume Mountain, part of Tales from the Yawning Portal, brought to you by Roll20 and Wizards of the Coast. Hi, everybody. How are we? How are we doing? How have things been?
I'm great.
It's good. Nice enthusiasm.
Except that you're a bully.
I'm not a bully. I'm nice. What are you talking about? I'm
You're
super
a bully.
nice. Listen, if this is about some tweets that someone may or may not have written about someone else's character probably dying, look, I can't be held accountable for these things. My opinions and statements are my own. The things that Roll20 says about your character probably have nothing to do with me.
Yeah, definitely have nothing to do with you.
Definitely not
I bet
you.
100% you didn't write that tweet.
No, it's true. I believe in you. Listen, I wouldn't make such remarks.
That's the funniest joke I've heard all day.
It's not like I have any stake or hand in you getting your butt kicked anyway. So
Please.
Oh,
Adam,
yeah,
You know that every character I
All
own
these
eventually
lies.
goes down in a flaming pile of garbage.
That's true. That's true. So we're continuing today our adventures in the surreal funhouse that is White Plume Mountain. I will say this, and I think you'll appreciate this, Andrew. There was a long discussion on the internet between sessions about the physics of that hallway.
Oh,
and
yeah.
what would happen vis-a-vis your plan? Definitely the phrase, "Well, I've studied physics," and came up, which is pretty exciting. Yeah.
Right. I'm right is the main thing. Yeah.
I think we didn't. This is the thing, and it's one of those.
Let's talk about what really matters, Adam, which is that I am right. Okay?
I'm not. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't prefacing. This wasn't a preface to me giving you shit. It was just that. Yeah, there are things in D&D that get overlooked where like a player describes their intent, but you didn't describe like exactly like how your character was holding on to the thing and what you were hitting and all that. But I was like, no, yes, the plan theoretically would work. But it was really interesting, and that's the thing that I think is really fun about these kinds of stupid dungeons is that there's so many like little weird things where, like, Dave, you'll remember the long conversation about setting a trap in the caves of chaos.
I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm really good at traps. I'm not sure if anybody knows, but they're basically my specialty.
That's very true.
You're really good at making whatever those. What's the term for like a really ridiculous?
Oh, Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah, Rube Goldberg machines.
Yeah.
That is your specialty.
And then the arrow shoots the goblin in the face, and the goblin dies, and the goblin falls down on the pressure plate, and then the pressure plate releases the green slime,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah, that's what I do in my dungeon, actually. I haven't done that for ages. I think some adventurers need a really, really elaborate, confusing trap.
Well, if you've ever considered this, maybe think about putting together a PDF of strange traps and then selling it on the internet, because there's certainly no shortage of those, he said sarcastically.
There was on, oh God, what was it called? On the Wizards one, it was like Scything Blade Room or something, and I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
My favorite trap in D&D is when the monsters knock you on your ass and then shoot you in the face with a crossbow. And then
My favorite trap
it.
in D&D.
Then you're dead.
My favorite trap in D&D was Inside Us All Along.
Right, yeah, exactly. The horrible betrayal by the environment was the friends you made along the way.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, I want to play Dungeons and Dragons, but I do want to give Blue Jay a chance to complain about her long drive. You're in a new
Wait,
location.
I don't. Let's get on with it. I'm gonna roll a dice. Are you ready?
Okay, Blue Jay, you have exactly 1d6 seconds to describe your trip. No, that's not fair. You can't do it in 1 second. No one can say anything in 1 second.
It's fine.
Yeah, so you're
I'm
You're
in
in
a
the Pacific
different place
Northwest now.
now. Yeah,
That's exciting.
I am in the vicinity of Seattle, and it is. There's lots of trees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trees and rain and Wizards of the Coast. Those are the three
And
things
Wizards
that we're
of
known
the
for.
Coast. Trees, rain, Wizards of the Coast. That's all that matters, honestly.
Seattle. Also coffee and Nirvana and the Space Needle and
Mhm.
Shadowrun is set there. There you go.
Perfect.
Also-
Seattle has KEXP.
Also more rain.
I don't know any of these things.
Is that a radio station?
Yeah, it's a good radio
Yes.
station.
Oh, look at me remembering ancient technologies.
I could have said all of that in a second. Are you ready?
Yeah, roll conversational initiative.
I will have to be ready.
That was it.
Good job. Nice
Oh
work.
man.
Good job, Dave. Well, it's nice to see that everybody's gonna in a silly mood, because this adventure is gonna get silly. So if you're tuning in for the first time, we are playing the updated version of White Plume Mountain, updated for Tales of the Yawning Portal for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. We're using the module thereof in Roll20. Let me switch modes so you can all take a little look at it, and I can show you a preview of what's going to be certainly the coolest room in the dungeon so far. So this is a module in Roll20. It'll be available as part of the Yawning Portal pack on the 24th of this month. You can pre-order the whole pack now, or if you want just individual adventures from it, you can wait till the 24th and you can buy them then. And I chose this particular adventure because of the level range. Everybody made 8th level characters, and also because it's such a silly, goofy AD&D adventure at its core. It's a bunch of things that just like don't make a ton of sense out of context. We've seen a conduction microwave hallway. We've seen some ghouls. We've seen a Teflon hallway. Also, we're going through the whole kitchen of hallways.
So we've had the conductive hallway and the Teflon hallway. Are we gonna get like the
spork hallway?
Toaster hallway?
Yeah, exactly. Now you need like a freezer hallway,
Like
basically.
the coffee maker
An ice
hallway?
trap. Yeah.
No, it's gonna be
I would
It's
love
gonna
the
be-
coffee hallway. I would die there. if it
the
happened.
coffee hallway.
the cast iron hallway because we did
Yeah.
the Teflon hallway, the no stick, and then there will be like a copper pot hallway. It's a culinary theme. The White Plume is the oven.
White Plume is the
Oh.
brand of. Oh right, Caraptus is a kitchen wizard.
Yeah, totally.
The knife.
We're
I
hallway.
know exactly what to do if we get trapped in a freezer.
Today on
is a-
Chopped.
It is a true fact that part of the physiological response that you get from recalling a good memory is part of your body like heating itself up. So as long as if you're in a freezer, you
So
try and think
happy
of things
thoughts.
like about not being in a freezer, then you'll
So-
survive longer.
This used to be a D&D stream.
It used to be the industry. So folks who are looking at this screen that I'm looking at on Twitch or on YouTube, check this room out. Look at this room. It's gonna be
No,
great.
Adam, I want to check that
I
room.
don't want to
can.
look at the room.
All you have to do is take the right direction when you
Oh.
emerge from the hallway. So, yeah, we last left off at the end of the Teflon Hall, the Great Hall of Teflon, god of non-stick technologies. And and you've created a little like little pulley rope thing along the south wall to help you move from one end of the non-stick hallway to the other. Also, Zahiri has just recovered from super tetanus.
Oh my god.
Super tetanus.
Hey, don't make fun of my deadly diseases that I catch.
You
by
don't. It's
falling
fine. You
into
don't have it
things
anymore.
That I
Of
should
her.
be able to
Praise
avoid.
Teflon.
Super deadly disease.
Super
Uh,
tetanus.
Yeah, super
Super
tetanus.
Superest
Yeah.
tetanus. It's okay. I got your back.
What I'm hoping is that this is my goal for this game. Okay. My goal for this game is to roll a die that allows me to do a thing that someone who is acrobatic and monk-like should be able to do and win. Like succeed at all.
Okay,
You're
you
like-
get to do that as soon as I pass a Constitution save.
That's my goal. Right there.
Yeah.
Make
Elf's gonna
this-
do that. Dave's gonna pass a Constitution save. I don't know. Blue Jay's gonna do something useful ever.
What?
Whoa.
Excuse me.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hello. Who won the entire last fight with their goats? That was me.
No, the goats.
The goats won that fight.
Okay, but they're my goats.
No, they're
And my
you can't-
Eldritch
you don't own
Blasts.
them.
Those
They're
are
not
sick.
your goats.
I summoned them.
Those goats are free and beautiful.
The
in
thing is,
fact.
none of.
All right,
chat-
fine. You can try and get the goats to come, and I'll just sit there and like wait for them to come to you.
I'll get the goats to come.
No, they won't.
Okay.
They don't even like you.
So chat knows this, but y'all don't. I've been running another show on Tuesdays, and it's just me GMing myself as some goats. It's going really well. We've finished most of the adventure
Yeah.
already.
They're just crushing it.
Yeah, they're killing it. But you're playing catch up with these goats.
All right, well, let's fucking catch up with the
All
goats
right.
then.
So there is a wall to your left, a 20-foot wall. If you're facing north, to your right, there's a deep pit covered in razor sharp, super tetanus crusted spikes.
Adam, it is at this point I'd like to sit for a moment in wholeness of body, getting my full
Mm.
health back.
Okay. All right. So you can use your wholeness of body ability, and this is what you use it once per
Rest.
once per
Yeah.
rest. Okay, like long rest. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you focus on your monk discipline and conjure forth energy to.
I mean,
heal
Zahiri
your body.
focusing on our monk discipline is probably her like, I don't know,
Juggling.
being obnoxious. Yeah, somehow.
Juggling's pretty obnoxious. Playing hacky sack by yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Cool. All right. So yeah, there's a door to the north. It seems to be the only way from this area aside from where you came from, and like the rest of the doors in this place, it is swollen shut with the heat in the air.
Well, second verse, same as the first.
Who opened the last door again?
I look to our fighter friend
Ah.
in the plate mail.
Yeah, I smashed it down with my power. Is there a door in here? Sorry, I was distracted by goat puns and chat.
I was thinking about those goats. Yes, there's a door on the
I see
north
it now.
wall.
Yeah,
But it's just darkness to the left.
lightly obscured by
Infinite
my cool
darkness.
token.
All
Yeah,
I
you're-
see is darkness.
What if I step 5 feet west? Oh my god! It's like a divider.
I mean, is this a thing that your character would do? Because if you do, you go right through that wall.
Yeah, I do.
If you move your token, it happens in real life. Yeah. All right. So everyone sees the cat person just disappear through the wall.
Wait, what?
Yeah, just like takes a step into the wall and whoop, gone.
Wait, actually?
Yes, actually, just disappears through the
Wait.
wall.
I moved my token, then I was like,
Can I like go over to the wall and like try and like touch it and like what's your name again?
Do you have
Yowl?
Do you have dark vision? Yowl?
yowl. Yes.
Okay, so you can see there's just like a little like sort of room on the other side. And yeah, let me make sure there isn't anything else in here because I don't think that there is. Yeah. So there's just this little like 10 by 20 wall or little like closet kind of area through the illusionary wall.
Yowl, are you okay?
Yeah, and I'm just like,
Did you fall into a pit of spikes?
do you have super tetanus?
Yeah, I poke my tail through it backwards and switch it around.
Ah, that's weird.
I'm like,
This is-
yep. There's a strange, entirely pointless, invisible hidden room in here.
Whoa,
There
judgmental.
doesn't seem to be anything.
Well,
Is there
that's
anything?
good?
No,
I
you,
walked into the invisible room.
yeah, you pass through the wall into the little invisible like the hidden room, and there's nothing in there.
Why is this here?
So why don't you come back through the invisible wall room thing and break the door down? Because I think that's the way
Wait.
we gotta go.
Wait, I'm going to try it again. Ha
No, there's nothing on this. There's nothing this time. This time there's nothing. You can't
But it
do
moved
that.
my character.
I know, but there's nothing that time.
I'm on what looks like a really zoomed in carpet.
There you go.
Are you sure that's not anything?
I'm sure that's not anything. The other wall though, you can go right through it.
Why is this here? Do we have like was someone
So all right, so Andrew, you see Yowl just running around in circles, going, like running around in the room.
You're like, what about this wall? What about this wall?
Yeah, just clawing at
I
the
just
walls.
like grab Yao by the scruff of their neck and just like lift them off their feet.
Okay. Yeah. I make my ears go down. I'm very sad. I couldn't find another.
I'm
was
gonna
enjoying myself.
investigate the door and like try and like push at it and see if it'll wiggle or anything.
The wooden door, the one to the
Yes,
north?
the actual door.
No, it is definitely it's definitely not.
I
gonna
put my
go there.
hand
You have to
up.
really like you
I
gotta
put-
give her.
I put my hand up to Saris and I go like, stand back.
And I do the whole like, of course, like go ahead.
What kind of check do I need to make?
It is an athletics check.
An
Or,
athletics
it's a
check?
sorry, no, it's just a straight up strength check.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're the same anyway. That's a save. Never mind.
Yeah, don't make the save. Do it again.
Oh, okay.
Or is it the same? Or is it the same result? No, it wouldn't be because
It
you don't get
wouldn't
your
be the same
proficiency.
result.
Boom!
Whoa!
Oh shit! It's a good thing you rolled wrong the first time.
Damn.
Boom. So describe yourself showing this door what for.
So I step in front of Saris, like move her back like 5 feet, and then do one of these, and then turn around and just go boom, like right in the right place, and it just pops open.
Nice. So it's like Fonzie in the jukebox, not
Yeah,
like you're
exactly.
karateing the door
Yeah.
into splinters.
No,
So
no.
yeah, okay.
It's just like exactly in the right spot.
Right. Yeah. And then you're like, bam, you hit it, and the door just goes clunk and like swings open.
Yes.
Nice work.
Color me
It's-
impressed.
It's very impressive. It looks super cool.
Again, there's the like wink at Saris of like, you know it.
So there's a hallway immediately beyond that goes. It runs east-west, but you seem to be at the eastern edge of it. It runs to your left.
Is our fighter going in front of us?
It
Yes.
appears that way. Yep.
It looks that way.
I walk forward until I trigger a trap.
Do you have light? Do you have light on your shield, or are you using?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with light pouring forth from your shield, you begin to head that way. The hallway immediately, almost immediately, I guess 30 feet ahead, branches north south. You hit a T intersection there. You can see from where you're standing up this way that there is there's a door, and I think Zuriel, your passive perception's like decently high, right?
It is 13.
Okay, yeah. So there's a faint kind of like glittering on the like with the wall here. You can see it as soon as you come around the corner.
Like here?
Yeah.
Well, I inspect.
It looks like looking at a mirage.
Yeah, can I inspect this wall and see what the deal is?
Yeah.
Poke
yeah,
it with a stick,
Sure.
that kind of thing.
yeah.
Now
I
that
mean,
there's been one illusionary wall,
yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
there might be more.
Yeah. So you come up to it and you like.
Dark Souls. Now.
But this time, no, there's no you don't go through it. There's no like it feels like a solid wall. It just has this sort of faint kind of mirage like shimmer.
what does it mean?
That's a good question.
I want to understand this mysterious wall.
Okay. You could make an Arcana check if you want to.
So I motion for Yowl to come over,
Right, wall breaker.
and I'm just like, minstrel. What is this?
Mhm.
Minstrel, what the fuck?
It is a
There you go.
Tiny wall.
Yeah. So it's some kind of like magically conjured wall. It's not made of like natural stone in the same way that the other walls are. And likely is meant to vanish and reappear according to like some other protocol. Someone might be carrying a magic item that opens the door or lets them pass the wall, or there might be a command word that lets this part of the wall fade away. Yeah.
Are there any other similarly iridescent walls?
Do you want to take if you take some time, you can examine all the walls in the hallway. This one you notice right away.
It's a pretty long hallway.
Yeah. Let's say if you take 10 minutes to all like scope it out, someone can make an investigation check and I'll let you know what you see. Because the hallway terminates on both ends with a swollen wooden door.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and run through all of the magic words I can think of.
All
right. Cool.
So Yowl is just standing there being like, open sesame, open pastrami.
Abracadabra. All right. Well, somebody make an investigation check with advantage.
Sure.
I don't have a whole lot of intelligence. so
I'll
it's-
do it.
Zahiri is smart, right?
You know, it's
No.
good that you can admit that.
Oh, I think all of the magic words are cat puns though, like open Siamese,
Open Siamese. Oh, God.
abracadabra.
She's just
God.
immediately crawl into a very deep hole.
Please stop forever.
Okay, so 16 investigation with advantage.
Yeah. Let's have that happen. So you spend a little while like digging around in the hallway, prodding at the walls, saying cat puns, and I think that
investigation.
you can by the time you're finished, by the time you spend about 10 minutes doing it, you realize there's no other secret ways in or out of this hallway.
All right, well, I guess we pick one then. Up or down?
Or
Ever
this
you
way.
Left or
prefer.
right? Oh, that way?
Always go left.
Yeah,
Always
wasn't
turn
your
left.
god teaching you, telling you something about which direction to go? Use your amulet again.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can go north or south.
Side note, Dave, the cat puns, for sure Zahiri, like, joins in when you're
God,
doing
no.
Good,
I'm
perfect. So here's my new
next
favorite.
time you die, I will leave you there.
that. But
Wow.
come on!
No, wait, you're my favorite.
So no one can dispel this magical wall.
I mean, I have the spell magic. If we want to try that,
Could we try that?
we could.
Does the spell magic work on like only
It's
crappy low level spells that you wouldn't care about anyways?
There's a roll.
choose any creature, object, or magical effect. Any spell 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Each spell or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Yeah, now you have to expend your 3rd level, one of your 3rd level spells to cast it.
Yes, so is that something we want to do?
No, I would
Personally, I think we
save
should
it.
just take the door
Yeah,
Yes,
that way.
save it for now. Something
perhaps
in
I'd
here has a way to
offer-
get through.
Yeah.
We'll make use of that when we find it.
Okay. Well, do the spinny amulet thing.
I think just Zuriel is full of confidence and walks this way.
But
Okay.
I want it. Okay.
So the south door is as with all other doors in this place, because of the heat and the moisture, swollen shut.
I mean, why even have doors if they're not passable, right? This is
Well, it's not like it's someone's
might as well-
apartment building.
You might as well just have walls.
Look, this place is not up to fire code.
No, Jesus, God.
I am
no.
lawful neutral. I am the dungeon inspector, and I am
Look-
here to get this.
You're,
I look
you're
at
part of OSHA.
Zuriel and I go like, you need me to, again? It'll work again, I swear.
Promise.
And Zuriel just says, "On 3," and we're gonna both do this.
Okay.
I stand back and prepare to look impressed.
So like shoulder barge with advantage.
Yeah, I'll
Is the
lead the roll
attempt.
because I have a strength.
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right. Bam. All right. So yeah, you blast open this door, and beyond lies a room of some strangeness.
Oh no.
Such that I have to show you an illustration of it to adequately describe the room. Feel free to move your characters into the early parts of the room, and I'll read the description, and then I'm going to show you what I've got a handout for this
like
weird
a
ass room.
ziggurat?
No,
A
it's
handout?
inverse. It's the other way
Oh.
around.
It's a mega ziggurat. Okay.
Yeah, it is a
Mega
mega ziggurat.
ziggurat.
All right, here we go. So you're looking out and down into an enormous chamber defined by terraced steps that ring the entire area and descend toward a central enclosure. A few feet to the south of the door, water laps to the edge of the stone floor. Looking to the side, you can see the ring of the terrace that lies beyond as a 10-foot deep ring of water held in place by a transparent wall. Another of these watery steps in the terrace is somewhat lower than the first. At the level between these aquariums, the terrace steps are dry, but the area is still enclosed by a glassy wall like the others. So,
What?
So it's like, imagine it as a series of concentric rings.
yeah, okay, so I've just showed you a handout. Can you see that handout?
Some of them have water
Yeah.
suspended in like walls, like an aquarium.
Oh, I see. There's like water. Okay.
And then
But
also, here I've
also-
got some cool art. This
But
is
it's also dropping down, so it's like we're above one of these aquarium wall sections, and then you could hop over it and down.
Fucking
And there'd be
insane.
another one. Is this,
Okay, this is fucking nuts.
so here's what happens though. So
is that
you
what
can
it's like?
you can see you can see that art.
Okay.
That's super cool art.
I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
Take
There's
a
a
look.
pop-up.
Can you
Oh,
see
there it
now?
is. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I wasn't.
then
at it.
there's
It's
the
also
thing in the
also
water.
totally full of shit, and some of which attacks you.
It's also totally full. Of
So let
shit.
me move all my GM objects
Oh
here.
my god.
Adam?
Uh-huh.
You are totally full of shit.
Oh my god.
What the
I
fuck?
I turn Zahiri into a hydra.
So the room is full of giant crayfish, scorpions, sea lions, and manticores.
No, I turn Zahiri into a hydra.
So hold on, we gotta and manticores.
Don't even initiative. This is what I'm doing.
I don't think
You're
you
a
can
hydra
quite
now.
see them from where you're standing, but there's definitely manticores down
Dude,
here.
Also, Blue Jay, a Hydra would be too
Why?
close to this first segment.
So
What?
hold on, from where everyone is standing, let me pull up the initiative order. Now, not everything is going to get to attack because
Because it's on different levels.
Exactly,
right?
it's on different
Yeah.
levels. Don't roll yet.
Okay.
Dave, I'll keep yours, but
Are
everybody
you
else.
saying a hydra wouldn't fit in here?
No,
everybody
a
else go
Hydra's
ahead
actually-
everybody else go ahead and roll your initiative.
But
I need to
want
pull
it.
up my
You told
monsters.
me to.
I mean,
But
yeah.
Hydra.
Stop
He
talking about the
said-
fucking Hydra already.
You
We'll
want
get,
me
we'll
to-
get to it
really
later.
be
Kill
one?
Hydra.
Do you want me to roll initiative or not?
Yes,
Now?
yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead and roll
now
initiative.
you?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was the Hydra thing I wanted to put the kibosh on.
Come on.
Oh my god, what?
Okay, and then hold on. Do manticores have dark vision? Oh, they don't need dark vision. They can see you because you have your light spell on. Let me get manticores and I'll roll for them too. The giant scorpions and the sea lions can't get at you because their
'Cause they're
layers
below.
are separated.
But the manticores.
The
like
manticores can see you. They can't escape
crayfish.
the little room that they you can't see this, but for the sake of everyone else, their wings are clipped so they can't fly away, but they have spiky tail things they can whip at you.
Okay.
So they're instructed to do so. when
I'm
they
a
see
big
you.
fan of.
So
Spike.
they shoot spiky tail spines at us.
They're going to. Yes, that's their plan.
Can
Man,
they
I'm
do
glad
this
I have
forever, or do they run?
No,
out of
they'll run out of spines. Yeah.
Can I just talk to them and tell them not to shoot spiky
You,
tail
you could
spines
do
at
whatever
us?
you want on your turn. It's a role-playing game.
It's a roll
I'm glad I have deflect missiles.
So
You
Glad I
can
have
make
greater
cat puns on your
invisibility.
turn.
you have deflect missiles, which is also known as shoot at people who are not Zahiri. Okay, so Zuriel, you get to go first as like I think probably this giant crayfish like bursts from the
It
water.
does what is pictured in the illustration.
Yes,
and
exactly.
climbs up on the land.
Yeah, look at it go. He's so mad. His little face going, his little clampers getting
Oh
all
god, not his
pissy.
little face. No.
Not his
So
little
Zuriel, what are you
face.
gonna do?
So like as soon as it like surges up out of the water, Zuriel just like whips her sword out of its scabbard and turns it into this like downward chop to just like axe its freaking hits her hand off.
All
We're
right.
gonna wreck this thing.
Good luck. Godspeed.
The longsword.
Ooh.
Okay,
This
I
don't even
crayfish.
know what a
This
crayfish
crayfish
is.
it's too well. Did you say I don't even know what a crayfish is?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like
looking
a-
at this like
It's like a lobster.
this is a D&D thing.
No, it's a real
like a
thing.
weird lobster.
You can make some fucking sweet gumbo out of this thing.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
That
you know what
looks
it is.
made
You know what a
up.
crayfish
make
is. It's an
gumbo
ocean.
for-
It's an ocean scorpion.
You could make gumbo for days.
Scorpions look made up, to be fair. as well.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
God, the
Okay,
world's
so
fucking
your
weird,
your
isn't
first
it?
your first swing glances off the armor of the giant crayfish.
But Adam,
You have a
what
second
about
attack.
my second swing?
That one strikes true. Yes.
Okay, great.
Strike the crayfish. It
Let me
makes
just
angry
double check.
lobster noises.
Let me just remember how to be a fighter here. Hold on 1 second.
www.howtofighter.com.
That's
Because
my
I have-
favorite website.
I have so many abilities. Okay, no, I wrote notes. I wrote physical notes for myself. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna goading strike this thing. I think that's the one I want. Yeah, so when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can spend one superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking you. I add my superiority die to the damage roll, and the target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Against
Have you not heard the tale of the great wisdom of the crayfish? Do you not know
No.
how wise be the crayfish? All right, you deal him 11 damage.
+6, so
Okay.
it takes 17 damage, and then it has to succeed at a wisdom saving throw.
Are you scared?
What? Oh no,
Um,
it almost certainly fails. This crayfish is unwise.
Yeah, because the DC is 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus my strength mod. So my DC is 7. No, not 17. Sorry, 15. It's pretty strong.
Okay. No problem then. Yeah, so now it has to fight you.
Yeah, and I like call it a cur and smash it.
All right, cool.
Do some
Well,
lightning.
this giant sea bug it descends upon you.
Yeah, and it has
Clamper's
disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than me until the end of my next turn.
Okay, perfect. The manticores down at the bottom of the pit, they get feisty and they begin lobbing tail spikes your direction. So I have to keep track of how many tail spikes. Oh god.
Oh, they
right.
actually have a limited number of tail
Yeah,
spikes.
yeah, yeah.
I was expecting.
Yeah, no, they do.
Each manticore has a certain number of spikes that regrow after a long rest. They each make 3 tail spike attacks per turn.
Yeah.
Because I was just gonna be a nerd and just be like, I'll just wait here until they run out of spikes. But like that could actually work.
That could actually happen.
That could actually happen.
I will. Oh, I've got a box here I can keep track of. All right, so this is how many spikes each of them has fired. They're gonna fire. You get 9 tail spike attacks fired at you.
Oh my god.
Would they fire them all at once?
They each fire 3 per turn.
Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Well, I'm AC 20.
So the manticores clamber at the edge of their pit, and they begin just flinging tail spikes at you. So here comes. I got to do this 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I have a puny AC of 20, which means Adam's gonna hit me with most of
8
them.
and 9. Okay, I think I hit you with like 3. You take 11 damage from the 1 spike. You get hit 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 times. So a third of the times.
26.
Sorry,
26 damage.
26
But how many hits? Because I
3.
subtract 3 from each
So
one.
back down to 17.
9. So 17 damage. Yeah.
It's pretty useful against multiple speak attacks.
all of these razor sharp tail spikes come flying towards you.
Zuriel just gets absolutely like hammered with tail spikes. Like, Jesus.
Yep. And yeah, there you go. Okay. And then the giant crayfish that you have goaded leaps out of the water in a crayfish rage, and begins to give you the clamps.
What can you make this the sound, the terrifying battle cry of a crayfish, please?
No.
Come on.
I sure
Since
can't.
basically it's a made up creature anyway, I'm gonna go with crayfish. Cray.
Is that a Pokemon?
It might as well be.
Might as well
Have you seen
be.
this fucking look at this token. It's like a squid,
Would you like me to share
a
it again?
crab,
Hey,
I
and
feel
a
like
scorpion.
I feel like it's
and a
more. I feel like
spider,
it's more probably like it's more probably like
It's
Here's
just,
the
it would
thing.
be like its little things going clicky on its face.
yeah.
I don't mean to alarm you, but crayfish are real.
Yes,
they are
they're
a real
super
thing.
real. Definitely real.
Super real,
Hyper
Giant
I
real.
mean-
ones, not so much.
like
but
more real than real. Like,
Yeah.
a crayfish is an actual animal.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, you can say that, but at the same time, I've never seen it, so I don't believe you.
I'm
You
looking
can
it
look it
up.
up on Google as well. I'm not going to believe you. It's
No, I'm
fake
doing
news.
it. I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's fake.
They're totally real. Crayfish are super
yeah.
real.
Eric Vulgaris used to catch crayfish in the creek near his house.
Eric Vulgaris isn't real.
Okay, that
Keep going.
I mean, you know,
I can't
that's
dispute that
possible.
really.
Look at crayfish. Look, chat. There's a crayfish.
So that's not real.
And
that's
some
not
delicious
real. Look, it's
spices
even
and some
weirder.
corn. And now, if you're not hungry, well, you're doing it wrong.
That one's red and blue.
I was already hungry, Adam. I hate you for
All
That's
right.
a palette swap. That's a
Let's-
shiny version of a crayfish.
That's a
Alex,
shitty
off.
crayfish.
Let's cook them in a pot like gumbo. So
Okay,
anyway,
wait.
the crayfish
Yeah.
emerges from the
Sorry.
water and makes 2 snapping claw attacks on the fighter. Claw number 1 slams shut, potentially grappling you. Can you make a here? Let me roll damage first. You take 9 bludgeoning damage as it crushes you with its claw.
So I take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, and you are grappled. So let me see if grapple.
No.
Grapple
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
reduces.
no, you are
Oh, on a hit,
grappled.
the target is grappled. Escape DC 12. Okay.
Yes. So you become grappled. Your speed becomes 0. But grappling doesn't give it. You're not
No.
incapacitated. It doesn't give it any further effects.
Yeah.
just can't
so it just
move.
holds me in place.
So it
okay.
slams down with the first claw and then Tries to grapple you again. Oh, that's cool. It can grapple 2 different targets. Is I guess the point.
Yeah, and then hold you in place while you get
Okay,
shot.
it's got you in 1 claw. Let's see if it can grab. And it has disadvantage if it attacks anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll attack Saris with the other claw. So right claw snaps out, and I think it's gonna miss. Yeah. So Saris, you managed to. I don't know. What does that look like? What is it? It trying to get Saris and you getting in its way.
Yeah, I think I'm doing the whole like interposing myself in the danger thing. So yeah, as soon as it tries to attack anyone else, I'm like battering it with my sword and shield, getting all
You're
up
just
in
like
its face.
jamming your plate mailed body into the way.
Yeah, or like I like it's already grappling me, so I just like push it, I like lean against it
Yeah.
and throw it off balance, and then it's like
God, I want fan art of Zuriel wrestling a giant crayfish.
yeah,
All
she's
right.
like got her sword like buried in the claw that's grabbing her, and she's like snarling.
Let me move the rest of the crayfish here because there's more, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see. They can move. They've got a.
See, but this whole situation is actually just a giant gumbo.
Yo, yeah. If you
they're
could just heat up all the
crayfish, and they're
water.
in hot water,
Yep.
and it's a big pot essentially. See, I'm maintaining that this is a culinary dungeon.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think you're totally
This is
right.
Absolutely.
Okay. So hold
Absolutely.
on. Let me just move this other crayfish here.
Beyond the great hall of Teflon and into the hot pot.
The crock pot of crayfish.
This
Delicious
sounds like a
crayfish
great
gumbo.
time to summon some goats.
Yeah, I'd like to mention to everybody that I have been vindicated, and it is clearly a Pokemon. You can look at the link in chat. And those photos you showed me are just like those, you know, when people on DeviantArt are like, I'm going to make all the Pokemon, but realistic looking. It's like,
I really like. I like Tom's suggestion that we add "doesn't believe in crayfish" to your bio for Roll20.
That should
That's
be
fine.
one of your bonds.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's a belief. I don't believe in crayfish, and I will
scared
argue.
of water, doesn't believe in crayfish.
I will argue with anyone that they are not real. Okay, so I don't think I could move. Yeah, so they all moved, but none of them have
Okay.
room to attack. So the
Alright.
crayfish splash forward through the water towards you, and yeah, and that's their turn. The giant scorpions look interestedly at what's going on.
But can't do anything.
But have nothing, and the sea lions also, but don't really have
Look
anything they can do.
interestedly.
They're like,
And also, I want to point out these aren't sea lions. These are the
Yes.
made-up sea lions.
that-
So
yeah,
unlike
the-
crayfish, these are not.
right? Yes, these are the magical, not real kind of sea lion, not the real.
I mean,
kind.
let's be honest here. There were no such thing as lions in the sea either. So
Yowl in the dark view.
All right, Yowl, it's your turn. There's a giant crayfish in your space. What are you gonna do?
oh god. I'm gonna haste our fighter.
Yes,
And I'm gonna
do that.
also give bardic inspiration to the fighter. And I'm gonna I kind of put myself here, so I was sort of hidden behind the door. Is the crayfish still able to snap at me?
Yeah, I mean the door is open.
Okay.
But you could like take cover behind it, or you could take a part of your move action to close it if you want.
But then it might get wedged and be stuck again.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that I could do a dash. Oh no, it's just I can move really far. That's what I can do as a cat, isn't it?
Yeah. And y'all are out of the water. Like there's no you're up on a higher level that's drained somewhat, so you can move around at your normal movement speed right now.
Cool.
Okay,
So
so
yeah,
I'm
you're casting haste, you said?
Yes.
Okay, I will put the little marker on
Ding, 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 ding. That's how haste goes.
Mhm.
And yeah, since it's got disadvantage on attacks against me, I'm going to take my chances and move without disengaging, just to get some range.
Okay. It snaps out at you with its claw, and it misses.
And this
No
is-
problem.
Yep. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. All right.
So
So haste and bardic inspiration for Zuriel.
All for me.
all
Yeah,
for-
because
all for Zuriel.
I
Okay.
figured Zuri was trying to like get them all to
Yeah.
hit her. So
Okay,
the most time I can do.
Saris, you are pinned between 2 giant crayfish and
Uh-huh.
a fighter, and then another crayfish on the other side.
I am going to summon some beasts, I believe. Because that worked out well last time.
Okay.
4 beasts of a challenge rating 1/2 or lower.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
Yes.
Let me see
Yes.
here.
Because Zahiri told me not to turn her into a Hydra.
The time will come.
The time will come. I'm saving it. I'm ready. And then yeah, that's my action. I think that because I'm Circle of the Land, changing into wild shape is a full action, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. That sounds like a druid rule.
So,
I think it is. I don't have my book with me.
All right, sorry. So
you are
it's
correct.
CR
Yes,
is
it
one
becomes a
half.
bonus when you pick the shape-shifting thing.
Mhm.
Also, just out of curiosity, while you're setting up the tokens, what part of the description makes you think that the GM picks this? Because I read this in another game as well. It doesn't actually say that anywhere. It doesn't say that the player doesn't have control. It doesn't say that the GM
just
does have
says
control.
You just choose one of the 4 following options. It doesn't say choose what the beast
Yeah.
is.
It's just, yeah, you choose one of the options for what appears. Each beast is fey. They're friendly to you. I assume that the beasts choose what shape they appear in.
It seems weird to take that leap from it being omitted to it being kind of evidence
Well, it's not about
something else
omitting.
than
It's not
normal
omitting it.
happening.
It's saying you choose one of the 4 following options, and the option is self-contained. So when you say 4 beasts of challenge rating 1/2 or lower, it doesn't say choose 4 beasts of a challenge rating 1/2 or lower. You summon them. It just says
Okay, I
choose
see
one
what
of
you mean.
that. You know what I mean? Like it just says choose one of those 4 options.
Yeah, I mean, I can see a case for that, but equally, I can see a case for.
I wonder if
just
there's a
doesn't say
clarification
anything.
somewhere that
Yeah.
not like Twitter. But yeah. Okay, let me see. So challenge 1/2 beasts. Let's see if there's anything that would be fun to summon here.
Crabs.
I gotta
Giant
set
crabs.
I guess
Crocodiles.
set my sources here. There we go.
Snappity lizards.
War horses. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna summon. Oh, we never get a chance to do this shit.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
here we go. I'm gonna do it. Let me look them up in my
So I
SRD
conjure
here.
4 fey spirits, and they appear in the form of.
Whatever stupid thing Adam picks.
It's not stupid. It's perfect and beautiful. Don't talk shit about reef sharks.
Yes.
Sharks.
Yeah, reef sharks.
But they're in the. They get stuck in the-
Exactly. There we never
hate
have
this.
fights with water.
I hate you so much. They're
Reef
stuck in the
sharks.
water. It's so unuseful.
Motherfucking reef sharks. Okay, so you summon 4 reef sharks. Do you get to choose where they are?
I don't.
I would imagine so.
It's like within a vicinity, right? Like,
Yeah.
let me go back to the spell description.
They.
Within 60 feet, unoccupied spaces you can see within range. Yeah, you
So
tell me.
that-
You tell
yeah.
me where you want the four
Well,
reef
but
sharks.
if I decide that I want them to appear not in the water,
Well, then you get sharks on the land. I'm telling you, they're sharks.
okay, they're sharks. Then I just want them to
Dun, dun,
like be as
dun, dun,
close. Yeah,
Dun,
it's a
dun,
shark.
dun, 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 dun.
I hate you
That
so
shark picture is so derp.
Whatever, reef shark
much.
rules.
Will you let them?
Confused reef shark attack.
Will you let them attack the creatures that are right
Adjacent
on
to
the outside
yes,
of the
totally.
water?
They can jaws like leap up and try to bite and drag the fish
They can do
around.
the orca whale hunting thing where they surge up
Exactly.
on the land and then wriggle back into the
Exactly.
Perfect.
All right, so let me
Okay.
describe to you the combat capabilities of the reef shark. They have pack tactics. Keep that in
Perfect.
mind.
That's-
And
Oh shit.
they have a bite attack that they can do.
Okay.
And they have the ability to only breathe underwater.
God damn it.
That's a good ability.
That's the best ability.
Cool ability.
Yay, that ability.
Yep.
Okay, anyway, so I want them to appear in groups of 2 next to enemies that they can murder that are in the
Shark
water.
packs, Best packs.
that are in the water.
I fucking love these sharks. Okay, so
Close to the party.
where do you
so
go ahead and just kind of like ping where you want me to put
I
'em.
mean, I guess like here and here, you know.
Just surround the southernmost crawfish, or yeah, like you're doing. That seems good.
Like that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great.
okay,
That's
all right.
that's beautiful.
Is that scorpion?
Sharks.
Is that scorpion within reach? However,
No, because
No,
it's
that's not in
down.
the
It would have
water.
to
just
jump.
making sure.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, no,
making
that's
sure.
fair. The crayfish could, so the crayfish could, if it wanted, or the shark could, if it wanted to, hurl itself down to that giant scorpion, bite it once, and then flop around and then die.
It's okay. I can probably help the poor shark.
I love this. I
No,
love the
I
mental
can't.
image
Never
of this-
mind. That's concentration.
I love the mental image of this fight because the scorpions are just like,
Watching.
this is cool, I guess.
What's going on up there? So let me
Sharks. Why?
let me roll. So they have their own initiative, right? So we roll.
Yes, they
initiative
have
for
their
them.
own initiative.
All right, reef shark. All right, reef shark coming at you.
I'm really sad that haste is a concentration spell. Otherwise, I have some good shit lined up for next time.
All right, Saris, your turn is complete.
Well, I mean,
Unless you have a bonus action or something to do.
I was wanting to. I'll just stay here and get attacked by some crayfish, I guess.
No, it's not gonna happen.
No. Okay.
No, don't worry, I got you covered.
Okay.
I also have a trick or two up my.
All right, then I will steel myself and be very upset that these dumb face spirits decided to breathe water instead of air. Goddamn spirits being dumb. Yeah, that's my turn. I'm
Okay.
mad at the face spirits.
All right. Zahiri,
Turn.
it is your turn. You are
So-
surrounded by crawfish.
So I am gonna turn to the one like closest to the door,
Yes.
and I'm gonna punch it real good.
Yeah. Just break it up.
I'm gonna give it a good old whack on the schnoz.
right.
Hang on.
First, you have to roll to detect its schnoz.
Yeah. 17.
Yes, you strike it.
So I deal 6 damage
Mhm.
to the crayfish, and then it needs to make a save because I'm a
Okay.
stunning strike.
Hells yeah. What kind of
so I'm
save?
gonna
Strength?
spend a key point, and you make a Constitution saving throw, or be stunned
Come
until
on.
the end of your next turn.
All right. It fails. It
You
is
fail,
stunned.
so
what
it
is,
is
What does
stunned.
being stunned do to you?
I'm not entirely sure. Hang on.
Okay. It has little tiny
stunned-
crayfish spinning around its
Stunned
head. chirping.
5e. Conditions. Here we are. Let's see. Stunned. Stunned. The stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only falteringly. They automatically fail Strength and Dex saving throws, and attack rolls against them have advantage.
Nice.
Yeah, so incapacitated is a separate thing.
Yeah,
um,
it's also
which
incapacitated.
is it can't take actions or reactions. So basically, until the end of my next turn, that crayfish is useless.
Okay, I'll just skip them. Okay, remind.
Useless.
Useless.
All right, Zuriel, there's a stunned
But
crayfish.
did you think that's my whole turn? Please
All right, what else? You gotta
back
do?
it up.
I didn't know if you were
Alright.
gonna do more stuff. What are you gonna do?
So then I'm gonna turn to the crayfish on the other side,
hmm
and I'm gonna punch that one.
Okay, right, because yeah, you get multiple attacks. You don't
Yeah,
have
I
to.
do.
Yeah, you don't have to spend your thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Do it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's her whole turn. She's gonna
Then-
miss
no,
this crayfish.
Then I'm gonna flurry because I can do that with my actually, do I want to save my reaction? There's chimeras, needles, things that I might need it for.
More punching. Always more punching.
All right, more punching.
Yes.
So
All right.
I'm gonna spend more key to punch it some more. Boom, boom.
Okay, yeah, you hit it 2 more times.
So that's
And this is
7,
the
6.
already injured one, right?
No, this is the one on the other side. This one.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then it needs to make a strength saving throw,
Okay. Or what?
or I push it 15 feet backwards.
Okay. All right. Strength save. Boop. They're very strong.
Oh, it uses my bonus, not my reaction. Yeah, I'm still good. So strength saving throw, that is probably enough.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Okay.
But it's cool. It takes 13 damage, and
Yep.
another one is stunned. So we're
Yeah,
good.
good
I
work.
still got my reaction.
All right. Manticore fire support continues. So
Is your
let me
haste better now? I mean, is your AC better now, Andrew?
My AC is now 22.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to add the haste timer to this thing. Round calculation.
I mentioned these like tail attacks are kind of like catapults where their tails go and then they like
It's like this, yeah, weird like muscle contraction thing where they coil up and then they're like,
and then there's like
Okay.
Side note,
So
if I'd managed to hit that, I would have stunned it too. It would have been like,
Alright. 9 total tail spikes. Here we go. Same target. 22 AC.
okay.
1,
so he's only gonna hit 50% of them.
2,
Okay.
3,
yeah, it's one hit.
4, 5, 6, 7. Let me see. 1. Did I get all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 2 more. 8.
We skipped Zuriel, by the way.
And 9. Oh, do we? Oh, that's right, because I had moved it and then you weren't done. Okay, well,
Yeah.
this will hold for
Well-
next turn. I only hit you once, I think.
You hit me once for 5 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, which
Alright.
is
I'll
like,
just record it
two
now.
damage.
It's not going to matter.
it's
Okay.
2 damage because of your thing, right?
No, I already did the math.
That's why it was 5. It was 8.
Yeah, it was 8.
Oh, okay, never
Okay,
mind.
now,
I'll shut
sorry.
up.
Go ahead and take your turn, Zero.
Well, thank you, Adam. I would love to have a turn. So using my haste action, I'm going to activate my necrotic shroud ability.
Okay.
Oh,
So
fucking
I'm going to unleash the divine energy within myself, causing my eyes to turn into pools of darkness and 2 skeletal, ghostly, flightless wings to sprout from my back. The instant I'm metal as fuck, by the way.
Edge. The edge drips.
The
Yeah.
instant I transform, other creatures within 10 feet that can see me must each succeed on a charisma save, DC 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus my charisma mod.
Wait, even
So-
Yes, even you.
So a DC 12 save,
what kind of thing?
charisma saving throw,
I have to make
DC
a
12.
charisma
Yes. You have
save.
to make a
Yes.
charisma save.
or you will be afeared.
And
of
it's
me.
within how far of you?
10 feet.
All right, let me make a little scary necro aura.
Oh god, this is gonna be painful.
I'm far enough
Hmm.
away.
It's all the sharks.
I am afeared.
Okay, so you're frightened.
Yeah, and it's
Um,
just that you're frightened of me. You can still do other stuff.
Okay,
Um,
let me make some crayfish rolls here. So left crayfish has the fear.
How charismatic are these crayfish?
Not very.
Oh, a -4. Damn.
Okay. And then bottom crayfish, the southernmost crayfish. That's his name, southernmost. Also afeared. The crayfish that's incapacitated.
It will also, yeah, it can still see me. So
Iced. It is not afraid of you. It's too incapacitated to be afraid.
It's too busy
Wow.
being completely unable to do anything.
Okay, and then now all the reef sharks.
yeah,
So hold on, let me see if it gets all of them. I think it does. Yeah, it totally does.
Yeah,
All right. So we'll
Yeah,
just
these
do
are
we'll
like
do top
bony
left.
wings with like tufts of flesh and little bits of like feathers still sticking to them, and they're
One
all
next to it.
spoopy looking.
Then the first one on the right, and then the
no,
second
the
one on the
reef
right.
sharks.
All right, all the reef sharks now have the fear.
The entire animal kingdom is
yes.
afeared.
Yeah.
I feel like reef sharks and crayfish is not the entire animal kingdom, but you know.
All right. These and so just read for me the frightened condition. Should be in the
Oh,
SRD if you don't have
Because
it.
the scorpions are
not.
still like.
Is it in the SRD?
Yes, here we go. I got it. Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while it can see the source of its fear. Can't willingly move any closer to the source of its fear. How long
So
does
I
the
have
fear aura
disadvantage
last?
now?
Yes, you have disadvantage on any attack roll you make.
It lasts for 1 minute or until I end it.
Okay, I will add it to the order.
So I just am standing next to you, and you're taking all of these like manticore stings, and there's crayfish to either side, and then you edgelord, and I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my eyes are like radiating this dark energy, and you can probably hear like
Oh, I
weird,
love dark energy radiation.
Oh Jesus!
weird celestial whispering.
I'm just like sort of just far enough away.
Yeah.
And also a tiefling, so I'm like, nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Wicked cool. Okay.
And so I've been corrected by I Fly Dragons. So I can't use my haste action to do that. I have to use my
Mhm.
standard action to do that.
That's fine. And now you can use your haste action
Now
to
I
make an
can use my
attack.
haste action to attack. And I will attack this unafraid guy.
Okay, you have advantage against it because it's incapacitated.
I get a 26.
You hit it.
I do 8 plus. So I deal bonus necrotic damage equal to, what is it?
Like it's your-
Equals my level.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it takes another 8 damage.
So it takes, 16 damage.
You are tearing up this crayfish.
Damn, it's not dead. It wasn't a live crayfish.
It's not dead yet. Yeah, it's pretty tough for a made up bug from the sea.
All right, let me see if I can
Yep.
do something with a bonus action of mine. Just hang on.
Don't admit that it's made up. Come on.
You got anything else to do there, Hasty Pants? Hasticles?
No. No.
Okay. Fantastic. Yowl in the darkness. It is your turn.
Right. Got concentration spell up. Got my Bardic Inspiration out. It's Eldritch Blast time. Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's get this
You've got
nerd.
advantage against the one in front of you.
Let's kill this nerd.
Good luck.
What pow?
You hit. Yes, with advantage, you hit it.
Yes. Yes.
All right. It is
It's
dead.
Not a 1. Yay.
You kill it. You kill it dead.
I'm glad I could be so helpful.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's already incapacitated, and you're all just beating on it, and then you bring, and it blows up, and now it's toast. Yep, good work. You've killed the beast. I'm gonna move it because I'll get rid of it because I don't want it.
I can see this one too. He's getting blasted too.
Yeah, give it to him. Oh boy! Wow. Fuck. All right. Nope.
Emphatically miss.
Never mind.
You just really
was
just
too-
rip it out. It doesn't do shit.
Yeah,
You
it was
don't
trying
even
too
want
hard to
your
do.
Eldritch blasts to touch water. That's how much you hate water.
Yeah, I do. I hate it.
Oh, it's
I
in
hate
the
so
water.
much.
All right. So Team Reef Shark.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? They're gonna try and move away?
No, they just can't get
or-
any closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
They could go and attack other stuff.
this one, now you don't control them, right? I get to move them around. So
They do what I tell them to do.
okay, what do you want
yeah.
them to do?
I want them to attack the things that are attacking our party. So like, yeah, just.
Okay, what do you
attack
want
the
these
thing.
two Reef Sharks to do? They can't. Now this one can't move any closer to
Both
Zuriel.
of them should
right?
go defend Zahiri.
Okay, all right. So this one gets an attack of opportunity against it from this crayfish. So the crayfish snaps out with its claw
Wait, why?
because it moved out of its attack thing. You said go protect Zahiri.
Oh, that one was in the other guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, this guy.
It's an attack of opportunity.
So let's see, 12. I think that hits it. Yeah, it does hit it, so it actually can't escape. So the reef shark turns to go protect Zahiri, and the crayfish splashes around, grabs it by the tail, and digs its claws into it. It deals
Oh.
4 damage. Bludgeons this thing. So that's 4. Okay.
Turn around and bite it.
It's okay.
Doesn't it have an escape DC?
It's just
That's only if it tries to escape. If it's because
Oh,
it's
okay.
grappled right now. So I'll put a little
Okay.
target on it. It also holds up one of the thing's claws. Okay. All right. So the shark is now grappled by the crayfish. There's a lot of splashing and blood in the water, snapping of claws. And then this reef shark swims over here. It can make an attack roll against that one, so it's going to. So it leaps up out of the water to try to bite the crayfish. It has pack tactics, but it does not do a damn thing.
Reef shark used splash. It's not very effective.
Oh, that's right. Actually, this reef shark isn't. It didn't get hit because fear gives you disadvantage. So it's over there.
Ha!
Ah,
Which would give it, would give it a chance to make an attack. But it also has disadvantage because it can still see the source of its fear.
What if it goes underwater?
But it has pack
Oh.
tactics, so that's just.
Yeah, so it just
regular.
cancels out. Yep.
my fear radius is only 10 feet.
No, it doesn't matter. It's not fear within 10 feet. It's hits everyone in 10 feet, and then as long as they can see you.
Oh, I see. Because it's the instant
Yeah,
transform
'cause-
other creatures within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can actually take your aura off now because it doesn't really matter.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, so both the sharks are flailing around, but they're too scared of Zuriel to be able to hit properly. These other two shark, do you want them to attack
That's
the
my
one?
beat. I didn't know it worked that way.
Do you want them to attack the one in the water or the one on the land?
The one in the water.
Okay, all right. So 2 attacks at disadvantage, but
Okay,
with
but
pack
they have pack
tactics.
tactics.
So 2 regular attacks from the sharks. 1 hit for 10 damage, nice. And the other hit for 9.
See, this is how we
Yeah.
beat Adam in fights. We get him to roll against himself.
All right, so those 2 reef sharks are going frenzy, and they're just like biting at the crayfish, and it's getting chewed on, the blood and the water, and there's frothing, and the giant scorpion is just looking up like, yeah, fucking get him. And that is it for the reef sharks. Saris, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm scared.
You are afeared. Yep.
I am afeared, and
long as you can
my
see
instinct when I'm
horrifying
afeared
Zuriel.
is to turn into a giant direwolf and go defend my love.
Okay, you're gonna have to move before you turn into a direwolf. There's no room for a direwolf where you're standing.
Okay, well I'm gonna move, and I've like, do they have reactions if they're scared? But disadvantage,
Yes,
right?
it'll have disadvantage, but it'll get to attack you.
Okay, that's huge. For one, that's way bigger than a direwolf actually is.
No,
That
that's
token is-
That's how big a direwolf is. Sorry to say.
It's. Are you kidding?
There's no
me
room
right
for you to
now?
be a direwolf. They're enormous.
I was a direwolf in the same size hallway last time.
Direwolf is a
It's large.
It's large. Yeah, it should be 10 by 10. I don't know why it popped out that big. So there you go.
That,
That's-
yeah, that
it's
was
large.
huge.
Right, that was huge. Yeah.
Okay.
So you could fit there if you want to be a direwolf. Is that?
I'm gonna
And
go
actually,
there.
I think huge is only like 3 by 3 square wise. So
Yeah. So whatever. But this is 2 by 2. So
Okay.
when-
yeah, that would be huge, and then like that's colossal or whatever the next one is.
Ugh,
Anyway, yeah,
neither
the
of
squares
those
are 10.
things. So
Okay.
I would take the
Take the attack.
yeah.
attack. Yeah.
So let's
but
see how that goes first, because you're gonna get pinched. With disadvantage because of the fear.
Don't get pinched.
You do indeed get pinched. So you can't move.
Oh my god.
The crab grabs you, or the crayfish grabs you. It's like, you're not going anywhere. Clamps down on your waist. You take 9 bludgeoning damage, and you can't move. You're stuck where you are.
Can't move.
No, you have a move of 0 now.
You grapple.
Yep.
Can I? No, that's if I'm doing an opportunity attack. Okay, never mind. Not if an opportunity attack is being made against me. That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You could hit it.
You could try to escape. You could take your action and try to get away, because you haven't taken an action yet, right? So you could
well,
action to
not
get away,
anymore.
action to get away, and then move. If you succeed at the DC 12 acrobatics or athletics check,
Or
but
you
you have
could just
disadvantage on it
Grab
because
out
you're
of this
afraid.
crawfish.
God damn it! Why? Then I guess I'll just try and get out of this crawfish's dirty fingers and move away from this weird edgelord thing that used to be my party member.
We are friends.
I don't like you. You're scary. So yeah, that would just be. Do I have to make a DC what?
If you can make a DC 12 acrobatics or athletics check,
Acrobatics or athletics? Those are gonna happen.
one of those two.
Absolutely.
Hey, there you go. You
Whoa.
freaking backflip out of that.
I've been teaching you some moves.
Yeah,
Evidently. So yeah,
it's one of the non-bedroom related acrobatics roles that you've been
mean-
taught by
I
Zuri.
mean,
So yeah, so that allows you to take your move action now, and he's already used his reaction, so he can't clamp down on you.
but that was an
but
action.
That was your action, yeah.
Okay, well, for my movement, I'm gonna go over to where Zahiri is and like be like, what the?
Yeah. All right, so you flee in fear.
it's okay. We got this.
Okay, Zahiri,
And
let's.
Zahiri just hasn't turned around to see the like
Yeah.
horrifying.
Well, no, Zahiri saw,
Don't
but
worry,
doesn't care. Zahiri's just like, yeah, it's real scary.
It's real scary. Yeah.
I'm literally from hell. I have people from hell.
My mom, way scarier.
Oh, hold on. Let me double check real quick. Oh, it is an ability
Remind
check.
me never to meet your parents.
You're sorry, you can't. You're too scared of Zuriel to escape the claw of the crawfish.
Wait, really?
Disadvantage. You only got a 10. So you're just like and getting clamped on, and you can't. Your turn is over either way. You just can't move.
Do you want? I should clamp him, boss.
Yes.
So Zahiri, take your turn, and then we'll grab a break.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm gonna do
Yes.
is
You and Team Reef Shark over here.
Go Team Reef Shark.
I love how silly this game is.
I am going to cast, and yes, I'm going to cast Darkness
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Yeah.
over the Manticores.
Okay, cool. So what's the radius of darkness?
The radius is, hang on, I have it here just because I knew you were going to ask this. 15 feet. It's a 15-foot radius, and it is 60. I can cast it 60 feet away.
Okay. This thing doesn't have hard enough edges. There we go. 15-foot radius. So like a 30-foot like
30-foot diameter.
All
This
right.
big ass orb of darkness.
So double.
And I'm putting it. It's magical darkness, so dark vision doesn't matter. All that
Okay,
stuff.
there we go. And you want to just put it like Blanc down there?
And I'm just putting it over the Manticore so they can't see us.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. How long does it last?
10 minutes, but it's concentration.
Okay.
So,
All right. So let me add.
I
10
get that
minutes
racial
is
darkness.
Jesus. How is 10 minutes in rounds? 100?
Yeah, it's like it's gonna be there until I
It's
fail
600
to
rounds.
concentrate or
600 rounds.
Yeah, because
Wait.
No.
No,
Cause
sorry.
Speaking of concentration,
rounds.
the animals that I summoned are concentration.
oh, and you got clamped. Okay, make a
I got
check.
clamped. What would I- what would I
DC
do?
10 or yeah, it's DC
Constitution,
10 Constitution.
Constitution.
Okay, you're fine.
You're good.
So
good.
Even with disadvantage.
all right. So the Manticores are suddenly very confused. Okay. All right. So you cast that.
Can I? I guess that counts as casting a spell.
Yes,
I guess.
yeah.
So I don't think I can punch.
No, because your punch follows up.
on the follow up. But what I can do
It's cool. They'll be fine in 99 rounds.
is just chill right here. Because I can't like take a dodge action or anything. So I think it's just that. So the darkness will prevent them from throwing their stupid spiky things. And yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
All right. All right. Let's take a short break here now that you've stopped the Manticore mobile command from firing. We'll take a break here. And we'll
before
what? You
before
got
we
more shit?
before we do, I figured out a thing that I could
Oh,
do.
okay. Yeah.
And that's I could use a key point to disengage or dodge.
Oh,
There's
right.
a
You can
thing
buy
I can
the.
do. It's like a monk thing. I'm currently
Patient
scrolling
defense.
to monk right now, for patient defense, which will give me a dodge, basically.
All right. So you are dodging. I'll put
Yeah.
a little castle on you. Okay. Cool. All right. Good stuff. Great. Well, stick around. We'll be back in a couple of minutes to carry on with the Funhouse Crayfish madness that is White Plume Mountain. They are real, and they are going to clamp you. We'll be we'll be right back.